Hello friends, welcome back. We have a very large Sam's Club stock up haul for you guys today. Now we did decide to go ahead and let our membership expire. As we live so far away, it's not feasible for us to continue shopping there. So we wanted to make one last haul before winter got here. We have some items that we ordered online and also items we went there in person to shop for. So we have a combination of things. We have food items that are going to help us get through winter, some emergency pantry prep items. We have some regular emergency preparedness items and winter prep for clothing. So I'm going to start over here. This is part of the online order. You get 4 pounds in each of these bags. They are under $9 a piece. That is a great deal for organic quinoa. This is something I've bought on many occasions, so I wanted to get 2 of those. That will last us for a good while. We have a large box of freezer bags here, 152 in here. Those will also last us all the way through winter. We have bacon bits over here. That's always something good to keep on hand in your cabinet, good to bake with, good to throw into casseroles and stuff like that. Now I do can chicken myself, but I always like to keep some store-bought as well. So these were $12 for the 6-pack. Like I said, canned meats are always good to keep in your pantry. They last for a very long time. I'm gonna look here and see if they have a clear date on them. It's hard to see, it's kind of rubbed off, but normally these will last for several years. We have a bottle of organic maple syrup. That's another item that was one of our favorites. We always would buy there. So I wanted to grab one more. Another favorite here. This is the peanut butter that we would always buy there. It is the natural. I like this one because it does not have the hydrogenated vegetable oils in it like the Jiffy and the other brands. This only has peanuts, sugar, and palm oil and salt. So that is a fairly clean peanut butter, and it's really good. I think those were $8.12. We got 2 bottles of this honey. These were $7.98, I believe, on sale, but I bake with honey in my bread. I don't add sugar. It's always honey, so I like to keep that on hand, and honey is one of those items, if you don't know, it's like a forever food. It does not go bad. If it crystallizes, all you need to do is heat it up. So that's something that can stay in the pantry for as long as I need it. Another very long-lasting thing is vanilla. Now this is the Mexican vanilla blend. And this is not pure vanilla, but it is very good. And it's a huge bottle for $5 and something. So that is a good backup to my real true vanilla. So I'm going to keep this in my pantry just in case. This was also an online order. This is another good pantry prep item. I got one of these. This was only available online. These were $5.98 a piece. This is the chicken bouillon with the tomato in this. It's great in your Spanish rice. I always advise, if you're stocking a lot of beans and rice, this is a good thing to stock as well, because it's a simple seasoning that can really make that stuff taste better if you don't have a whole collection of seasonings. So same with the regular chicken bouillon. Throw this into some beans, throw it into some rice. Like I said, it's not complex, but it tastes like it is. I mean, it has several different seasonings in it already, so that's a good thing to stock along with your beans and rice. This is another item we ordered online. There's 8 packages in here of these mashed potatoes in 2 different flavors. We got 2 boxes. Now this is something good to throw into your emergency preps. When you think back on everything that's happened over these last few weeks with the hurricanes and all the tragedies, I know a lot of people weren't prepared. And I know definitely some of the stuff that happened, there is just not any way you can prepare for that. But for the people that lived around these areas that did make it through it with their homes intact and everything, a lot of them were prepared, and the ones that were able to help people around them. And this is something good that, you could pass out a few of these to each family. As long as they have some clean water and a way to cook, that's something quick that they can throw on. You're not going to be making homemade mashed potatoes during something like that in most cases. So think about that when you're putting things away in your pantry for emergencies. Even you may not be able to cook something from scratch. You may need something that's easy to cook, that's not going to take very much power or propane, whatever you're cooking with. And that includes stuff like this. You could throw this into something really fast and make a meal out of it. They had these, and I was actually happy to see that's not that bad of an ingredient list on something like this. Normally, the boxes you see in the store are so full of junk, I don't buy those. But I like this ingredient list, and I like that it's in a big bag because you can take out just a little bit at a time. Throw it in some meatloaf, throw it into a casserole, make obviously the stuffing side that some people like to have with their dinners. But they have these right now for the holiday season, okay? Now, along with that whole bouillon, I'm gonna say, if you are stocking beans and rice, if you can, stock up on other types of flavorings. This is going to change up so many of your meals if you have some variety there. You can make beans and rice taste in so many different ways, okay? Now, we have some roasted chicken with garlic herbs. I am going to be using this for Thanksgiving coming up. Garlic parmesan. And not just your beans and rice. Think about your pastas and stuff too that you store. Carne asada. My husband chose that one. Rosemary and garlic. Sam's Club is a great place to stock up on things like that because they're often cheaper in bulk like this, and they have a good variety in there. Another thing I bought was this big bottle of bay leaves. I do always put bay leaves in my beans when I'm cooking them, but I'm going to tell you something. If you are stocking food, bay leaves are a good way to keep insects out of your pantry. When we do long-term storage with our food and put it in Mylar bags, I do always kind of sprinkle some of these around in the pantry, put them on the inside of the buckets and stuff. That also helps to deter things from your food, if you don't know that. Now, I got 2 bags of sweet potatoes in there. They were $4.48. I'm going to probably can up a few of those. Okay, I think that's all of the food items right there. We did eat a few things we got, like bananas and stuff, so they're obviously already gone. Now, for winter, we have, and just so you know, in the winter here, we learned a lot last year. We are in a camper, and if you are new here, we are living in a camper to try to save up for building our other house. We had a house fire, so right now we are temporarily displaced, but it'll be okay. We're getting through it. But with that experience, we learned a lot. The floor in a camper in the winter is like ice. So I wanted to make sure I had a way to keep my feet warm. My husband already has some nice cozy socks, but I kind of haven't bought stuff for myself lately, so I did a little bit of that. I also got some of these Cuddly Dud socks, and these are really soft, and they're the boot cut, and these are going to be nice even if I have to go outside in the cold. My husband did get one thing here for work. These are lined Coleman pants, and he used to get these all the time, but these are going to help him stay warm. Now, my husband is not used to the cold temperatures. He is from California, so he doesn't handle the temperatures here very well in the winter, so he loves stuff like this. Now, They had these marked down to $4.81. So I went ahead and grabbed some of these for my son. He's got some very good boot socks already that are really thick, and some more long socks, but those are good just to throw on inside when we're in here. Another item that I got to wear, now these are lounge socks that you are supposed to wear around your house, but these probably will also go in my boots when I go outside so that my feet can stay warm. Now, our vehicle that has four-wheel drive does not have heat in it, so we learned that also last year. Our feet is what was really suffering, okay? This is another thing I had to order online. Last year, when we had that Arctic blast, I could not find a pair of snow boots for my son anywhere. And I did see that they had these online, so I went ahead and ordered them just in case, even though they have changed our forecast. At first they were saying we were going to get more snow this year for Arkansas than normal, but now they've came back and revised that and said that it may actually be more warm. So I decided to go ahead and grab some just in case, but who knows, we may not need them. For emergency prep. Now, stay tuned after this because I do have a whole prepping haul for this month for emergency preps, but because I got this here, I just went ahead and threw it in this haul. I went ahead and got a box of the nitrile exam gloves. I'm just going to tell you, in any emergency, it's good to have gloves like this on hand because sometimes things happen and there's things that you don't want to touch with your hands. And if you live on a farm also, these are always good. You never know when an animal is going to have something going on and you don't exactly want to touch it with your hands, you know. So those are good to keep just in case. They had these on sale for my son. I purchased these. The Champion boxer briefs. These are really nice and comfortable, and they were at a really good price. Then the last thing here in the clothing, my husband, nope, I got one more thing. My husband got one of these packages of the Microtech Heat. These go under your clothes. He's already taken one out to wear to work. We've had a couple of chilly nights here, but we're back into summertime temps for a minute. So yeah, Arkansas is weird, but anyways, he likes to wear these under his clothes so he can stay a little bit warmer. Okay, now it's the last clothing item. I went ahead and got this jacket. I haven't really shopped for clothes that are new for me in a very long time. We've been going to the Goodwill and thrift stores, and I've had success with that. But anyway, I went ahead and grabbed a couple of new things that should last for a good while. They're good, decent quality. So they had this jacket. It was $16.98, and this will go with so many things that I wear. And it's really nice and heavy. That's going to be warm, but not too hot. If I go into a store or something, I hate wearing a coat in there because I do get pretty hot. This is something I can probably keep on and not have to peel it off. So I like that. Now there are two other clothing items. I wouldn't say clothes, but they're shoes. We went ahead and got a pair each for my husband and myself of the they're waterproof boots, and they're basically mud boots, but they are pretty warm. So that's probably what we're going to be wearing most of the time this winter, especially if it snows. It's going to keep our feet warm and dry. So anyway, now we did get, of course, stuff that's not fitting in here. We got some toilet paper, some paper towels. Those are always a really good deal at Sam's. And I think that's the majority of it that I don't have out here. Oh yeah, and this, I did get 2 bags of this. But like I said, not everything was going to fit in here. So anyway, okay. I'm out of breath. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been sick off and on for 4 weeks now. This is getting ridiculous. So I was thinking I wasn't going to make it through this with my voice. But like I said, stick around for that prepping haul that I have coming up. We got a few different items this month. Besides food, definitely we got some things considering what's going on in, you know, the United States and around the world. It's kind of, we've always prepped, at least for this last 15 years, or at least I have, but it really opens your eyes even as a prepper, seeing what's going on, and it makes you really think about, okay, I'm missing something here, or I'm not fully prepared for that. And speaking of that, we did go ahead and invest in a way to purify water here. If you see this, I'm very choosy about what we spend money on, but this is something, I will insert a picture here of what the spring water looks like here. We do only have spring water, okay? So we have been spending quite a bit of money on bottled water because the spring water is not completely clean here, but this is also an instant heat purifier. So it's also a convenience thing, but it's mainly because we were not able to drink the water here and fully trust it. I don't know what all's in it, but you can see the TDS on that is very high, and that's before it's treated. But you can see it would be like orange. There is a lot of red clay here, so maybe some of that's seeping in, but you have no idea what else is in there. So this turns it into completely clean water that we can trust and drink. This is an RO system. If you have any questions about this, comment below, let me know. But we have a lot of things to update you on. We're also fully ready to go off grid. We have spent a lot of time looking into this, and we went ahead and made a huge investment in finishing up what we needed to fully go off grid. So now we could run a complete house. Okay, so I'll show you guys that and update you on that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here before I lose my voice. And I wanted to tell you guys I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I'm so behind on everything video wise. Like I said, I've been so sick, and plus we have been busy with doing off-grid preparations and everything, and just prepping in general. So I love you all. I will see you sorry, I will see you all very soon. Bye bye, friends.